Sonia Barrett here, and today I'd like to do a little chit chat on the topic of taking the spiritual journey on your own. Over the years, I have either spoken to people when I've seen them in person at workshops or retreats, or received emails, and these are people expressing maybe the loneliness of the journey and wanting to connect with other people who are like minds. And, um, and so I understand where you're coming from. But at the same time, I realize that there is a point that we get to on the journey, which is why they say the road narrows, because you are going along on the journey of discovery. And many times you will find that you are on your own if you're really diving in and really, really digging into um, to this greater evolution that you're seeking. You will find that you may run into people that seem to be on the same page as you, and that may last but a moment, and then you're off and running again because you find that there might be some common ground, but it's a limiting or limited common ground. And so you have two choices. Some people continue to stay and retard their own evolution because they need to be part of a group. They need to be part of a little clique. They need to feel like they belong. They need to feel that they have support. And then there are other people who go ahead and just keep going. What I can say about that is that after a time, after a while, you no longer feel lonely. It's not loneliness. You begin to realize the significance and the importance of having to do the journey on your own at that time, regardless of whether we're in groups or our little clubs or little gatherings. Nobody can really do the journey for you. We like to have support, but the truth of it is, you and only you can decode or have access to yourself on a profound level. You're the only one that can really evolve yourself. This technology you call you. You're the only one that can unlock yourself. And so, what I have found for myself, because for 10 years, I was diligently really on my own. Sure, I'd run into people, I'd meet people every now and then. Some people I would learn from, I would get incredible knowledge from. Maybe it might even just be a statement that they made. But what I learned is that many times people are content staying where they are. And I always wanted more. So because of that, I would meet people along the road, as I like to refer to it as that. As you go along on this road, you meet people. And as I would meet these people, I would realize that I have to keep going because they're not wanting to push the envelope in the same manner in which I was pushing it. And so I just kept going. So I didn't feel lonely. There are times when, yes, you feel there's that feeling would be really nice to connect with other people where you can sit and you can have a dialogue in a way that you don't have to limit what you say or analyze what you say before you say it, so that you don't offend anyone. So I understand that sense, that feeling. But I know that there is a reason why you are experiencing the journey on your own at this time. And that could also include, for some, not having a partner, a romantic partner, not being in a relationship. And some people do have a challenge with that as well. They long for a partner, to be with someone. When we can get past all of the longing, all of that kind of longing, we have an opportunity to really tap into ourselves. We really have an opportunity to move about in our evolution without the distraction of someone else, because perhaps that's what is needed in your particular experience at this time. You don't need the distraction of other people or someone else in your space as you take yourself to maybe a particular point of evolution where you can then move out and connect with other people. And because, again, this is what I have seen. I've seen different stages of the road, different stages of the journey, and the people that we come in contact with for a brief moment or for extended periods of time, all of it is significant to the evolution that you have asked for, or that I have asked for. Every moment of how the journey is unfolding for you is significant. Again, in relationship to the evolution that you're seeking, or that has been you set up for yourself. And so if we can shift away from that desperation or that longing and focus on ourselves, many times that can be a distraction on another level, where you spend so much time wishing that there was a group that you could connect with. A lot of times it's because we don't want to completely be left alone with ourselves, um, to go through the process. I'm talking, for some people, it could be a real shakeup of one's life. And when you are part of a group, sometimes being part of a group can limit you in the sense that you will operate at the pace of the group. You will you won't allow your perception to stretch any further than is accepted by the group of minds that you are operating with. So perhaps when we can embrace being on our own and not see it as really being lonely, but when we can embrace being on our own, not just from the spiritual standpoint of wanting to be part of a group, but also in a relationship, when we can embrace that, then we can engage with ourselves in a way that then is preparing us for those opportunities that will come, where we can connect with like minds. Perhaps at that point, then now we're connecting with like minds that will be on in a more profound way, a more profound level of thought, of thinking, of mindset, which won't be limiting at all, but instead will be expansive, will allow you to continue to have an expansive experience. Relationships, again, are a biggie. You get lots of people saying, when am I going to meet the right person? When am I, going to have a partner? And sometimes we have to stop and ask ourselves, why? What is the purpose? What is it? Why are you so hungry for a partner? Because I think when the hunger goes away is when we are ready for a partner, or ready to be part of a group experience that's not, again, a limiting experience, but one where you flow and thrive. It's the same thing with a relationship. If you want somebody to complete you, then perhaps that's why you're not connecting with anyone at this time. And some people will push it, and desperately seek to and find relationships that end up um, maybe not going the full length as they had hoped. Either way, once again, every choice we make, every action we take is very relevant and is part of our growing process, part of our evolution. So, the things that I'm saying to you about embracing the journey on your own is not to um, certainly, discourage you from wanting to be with someone and share with someone, but to really bring an awareness of the growth of the evolution that is probably taking place within you during this period of time that you are on your own. You appear to be on your own. I understand, because I've been there. People ask, do you get, have you gotten lonely? Do you get lonely? No, I don't. I really don't. There's a lot of people now that I do connect with, that I know, that are fluid people, the people that come to my workshops or retreats. They are very fluid. Everybody stands in their own space of expansion and self-evolution. So nobody is attached to anybody. We're not attached to each other in that sense. But when we come together, we have a wonderful time in our individual wholeness, and we share. And it's the same thing with a relationship, is being able to be individually whole so that you will attract a partner that is individually whole, that will, when you come together, then you have this, incredible, more rounded experience, if this is what you are supposed to experience. If indeed you are not ready to experience that kind of wholeness because there are things that you're still working out within your own self, then you will get a partner in your life that will supply you with the things that are needed, the emotions that are needed, the experiences that are needed, to allow you to continue to play out those things, to take you into a greater level of evolution. Again, same process with spiritual partners, groups, and so on. The same formula, same process as we go along, but embracing oneself and being able to hang out with oneself, because you are your own best friend, and doing things, with yourself really allows you to be in touch with you. And I remember when I've been, single and for a few years, not dating at all, and being able to just take myself to a play or movies, or just do things with myself. It was like hanging out with my very best friend and really learning about me, the things that I like, or the opportunities that I would like to have, or it's like stopping and really smelling the roses along the way. It's a wonderful experience that should truly be embraced, and then we can we have the opportunity then to move into incredible partnerships with people, whether it be again groups or in romantic relationships. And so I wanted to share that piece for anybody who might be either struggling with this or who are smoothly going through this, just to say, you are, hey, this is what it is. You got it. You are moving along in a beautiful manner. Don't beat yourself up if you're thinking this is not for me. I don't want to be by myself. However, look at what your fears are, because there's certainly fears. When we fear being alone, being by ourselves, it means that there are some things there that are holding us prisoner, holding us hostage, and we might not want to look at them. If indeed it is your desire to free yourself, to find another, greater levels of freedom and expansion, then we do have to look at what those fears are, and and from within ourselves, we will find out, or become aware of what is needed to shift ourselves from those fears. So I hope once again that this was helpful. Um, Reminder is about the Mount Shasta retreat that's taking place in August. We still have some room. So if you would like to attend, please visit spiritinform.com. There is a banner on the homepage that you can click on, or click on events, and it will tell you about the retreat, everything you need to know about participating in that retreat. I also want to remind you about the many DVDs and video and audio downloads that are on the website from previous workshops and lectures that may really greatly contribute to your expansion right now. Because again, I don't do the same workshop twice, so they're all going to be different. And there are also lots of articles on the website that are free of charge. Lots of really great inspirational insights. And also, for many of you that don't know about my second book, which is A Journey of Possibilities, many people are the responses I'm getting when I meet people, or emails about that book, especially if you've read the holographic canvas. It really just takes you to another level. So it's a journey of possibility, and of course the health and inside job and outside business, which is a supplement to my documentary, The Business of Disease. Keep checking that website, The Business of Disease, for updates, and I am so looking forward to having that movie play in an area near you. Those events are listed on the businessofdisease.com website as well. And of course, my website that's been there for 13 years or so, spiritinform.com. I thank you so much, and I really enjoy your feedback. So if you want to expand on anything that I've said here today, or have any questions, please be sure to go ahead and do so. Email me or leave a comment, most definitely. Thanks again, and have an incredible day.